Clash of Trades. I'm your host, AJ Crowe. With $100,000 of prize money on the line, 4 highly skilled teams will battle it out in a real-world advanced manufacturing competition. This season, we're showcasing aviation. Clash of Trades is presented by Project MFG, a movement to promote, elevate, and accelerate the trade workforce pipeline, with the key focus to inform future generations on the vast careers available in the American domestic trade industry. After several qualifying rounds, it all comes down to this. The final leg of the tournament will grant this year's highest skilled team in their trade school hands-on experience with industry experts and leading-edge technology. Let's watch as they climb their way to the top for their chance to win $100,000 and 2022 national title of Clash of Trades champions in advanced manufacturing. Who will weld, program, and machine their way to victory? Let's meet these teams!
My name is Benjamin Tubbs. I'm from Yuba College. I did stitches in the military and I kind of related it to welding, and it'd be pretty awesome to walk away from this as the winners, just because how many people are able to say that they were even here?
My name's Connor Bernard. I'm from SWIC, Southwestern Illinois College. I like to work with my hands, so I did a lot of welding in high school, aside from engineering classes and stuff like that, design classes. Last year we were second place in the finals. This year we're back for first.
I'm Josh Lucas. I'm from Suncoast Technical College in Sarasota, Florida. I live with my grandparents, and they're just super ecstatic that I'm here, just the experience, having my first plane ride, being out of state for the first time, seeing all these things, and it was just, I never thought that I would be a part of something like this, especially since I'm 17, I'm not even 18 yet.
Hey, I'm Barry McCall Atchison. I'm from Calhoun and I'm the welder. My father was in the bearing industry for a really long time. My whole family has my back on this. They're always texting me wanting to know updates on what's happening, As we walked into the hangar, just the energy was just like electric. I mean, there was so much anticipation from all the teams. We did not know what to expect.
Teams, welcome to Clash of Trades. It all happens here at WSU Tech's main campus, the National Center for Aviation Training. NCAT is the world's premier facility for the development of aviation and advanced manufacturing training. Each of you have been selected as the top teams in advanced manufacturing in the country. Congratulations, give it up for yourselves. One team will walk away with $100,000. That's $50,000 for your trade school and $50,000 for your team. That is a whole lot of money, guys. What's up, man? Let's go.
Winning this competition would mean a lot to us and the team and the school. It would definitely help me and my teammates jumpstart our careers.
My name is Jacob Ing. I have horrible anxiety, I guess, when I go into work, because I'm always worried that then I'm very replaceable, I guess. They would be very impressed with me winning a competition at this magnitude.
Woo! SWIC, Southwestern Illinois College, you guys are back. Last year, you guys were the runners-up. What is you guys' strategy going into this final competition?
To win.
What are we going to do this year differently than we did last year?
Win.
It's a simple way.
That's it.
So you may be wondering why you're here. You will each design a 5-piece aviation-inspired test system with a custom-designed moving wind turbine. This structure must hold pressure in order for it to work. Each one of you will be evaluated on the design and construction of your custom piece. There will be 4 scoring categories: your wind turbine topper piece, integral systems test, team performance, and overall cost. This will be a real-world simulation where you'll be tracking things like your labor costs and your time costs. You've got 30 hours to complete it, but there will be surprises along the way.
There's tools out, so I kind of know something's coming.
As you know, everybody needs the proper tools and instructions to get the job done. We're looking for teams that can work together swiftly and precisely to knock this challenge out. You might notice these toolboxes behind you. The first team to organize their tools and put them back in the toolboxes will win this challenge and have an advantage for the rest of the competition. Take your spots behind the station. We are about to start the first challenge.
So we're all standing there in a line, and AJ goes, the competition actually begins now. And I look at my teammates and I'm like, what?
We were like, this is how we're gonna do this, okay. It's not just welding and machining, you gotta think on your feet. Oh no, like, we're not ready.
Teams, are you ready? Yeah! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
It's like you could see everybody had a game plan already going.
We are looking down at the tools. We are just focusing on us, because if we start worrying about other teams, that's just gonna set us back, the little things.
They're throwing these things at me. I'm trying to put them in their different slots and everything, and it's kind of a mess.
We decided to have one person arrange, one person start finding out where they had to go, and then once we found that out, we all just started working together and throwing it together.
You guys got this, let's get it! Let's get it, just a couple more pieces, come on!
Done.
Check!
We're so close to finishing, we hear another team yell check.
Damn, we were so close. Like, I mean, we had like just a handful of tools to put away.
I'm nervous, obviously, because I don't know how he did. And every time he closed a drawer, I'm like, all right, that's good, that's good. And then he goes on to the next one. And when he's on that last drawer, I just see him, looking through, and then he pauses for a second.
We got a winner here, guys, let's go, let's go! Good job, fellas, let's get it! Yeah!
My heart I was just relieved.
That was amazing, just because it gives everybody the confidence boost, I think. It's a great feeling.
So Sarasota, I saw how you guys were working together, keeping that communication going. This is what manufacturing is all about, working with the team to get a goal done. And you guys exemplified that right there. Give it up for yourselves a little bit. You guys not only get to use these tools going forward in the challenge, but also all 4 of you guys are gonna get a toolbox to take with you, not only on this competition, but for the rest of your careers. This is just the beginning. Let's go.
So we're already, 10, 15 minutes into the competition. We've already won a few $1,000s worth of tools and toolboxes. And I'm thinking, oh, well, this is gonna go great, I think, because, right off the bat, we've won. We may be the underdogs, everybody calls us the underdogs. We have a small school, a couple of machines, but we made it to finals against these huge colleges. So watch out, we're up there, we're getting stuff done.
For the rest of the teams, you guys fought a valiant fight. It came down to the last second. You guys are still in this competition, and it is still neck and neck. We are about to fight to the end. Good job, teams. Yep. Keep it up. That was just the beginning. Go get your designs ready. We are about to pitch to the judges.
Project MFG is a program that's really out to promote, elevate, and accelerate the manufacturing trade workforce.
We're trying to reawaken America's love affair with manufacturing.
Project MFG has just put together a competition like no other.
Seeing the best go head to head is really inspiring and really can get the gears turning on somebody wanting to get into the trades.
It puts a lot of really good publicity in the machining programs around the country.
Design, it's assembly, it's machining, it's welding. The meeting of heroes, the meeting of minds, it's the entire experience that Project MFG has put together.
I'm AJ Crowe, leader of the New American Manufacturing Renaissance and Clash of Trades host and judge. My passion is manufacturing. I was a teenage father and 2-time felon, and I didn't have a lot of options in life. And I stumbled upon manufacturing, and it really changed my life. My passion and my mission is to find people that may have been in the same situation as myself and show them how manufacturing changed my life and it could change theirs as well. This year is unlike any other year that Project MFG has done Clash of Trades. We're really gonna be throwing some curveballs at them, and we're gonna do our best to mimic what happens in real life, where things could change at any moment. Stay tuned, it's gonna be really surprising. Each team was tasked to design an automation topper wind turbine for their test systems that moves with air pressure. The design is important because it mimics a turbocharger for an engine that adds more or less horsepower. They'll present those designs to the judges. The judges will then give them feedback so they can implement it and provide the best possible product for the client.
I'm Shanen Arenmore from Weld Like a Girl, and I'm one of the judges at Clash of Trades. I'm excited to see all of the projects succeed, and I'm curious to know which design is going to be the best.
My name is John Saunders. I run a YouTube channel called NYC CNC. You gotta believe in yourself. You've really gotta believe that you'll get this done. You've got the right team and you can trust each other, but you gotta stay focused.
I am Jim Overberg. I am a project manager for BWX Technologies. There are some contestants, I think, that are a little bit more experienced than the others. And so naturally they may have an advantage, but you never know. Skill's skill, and you just have to see how it turns out. As of right now, I think it's anybody's contest.
We walked into the pitching room with the judges and we were confident going in.
We didn't have a pitch. So about 20 minutes before we go in there, I broke out the laptop and did a 3-page PowerPoint where I could just put bullet points where I could reference.
I don't think we did a whole lot of brainstorming or prep for it. We were like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. We'll just tell them what we came up with, I guess.
We're about to pitch to the judges, and our team is really nervous. We have world-renowned experts judging our work.
Team Calhoun, the Mighty Warhawks. Congratulations on making it to the final. Now let's hear your pitch.
We're from Huntsville, we're from the Rocket City. So that's in our blood, that's in our DNA, and we're around NASA, we're around Redstone Arsenal, and kind of represent that sleek aerospace, future-looking manufacturing in our design also. Our design is unique because our blades are inverted, all the weight is on the outside, and we actually have a scooping feature in the bottom of the blades. So even when the air stops flowing, our topper will still be able to spin. Creating a part's almost like raising a child. You bid the contract, you get the quote, and then there's a whole chain of command it has to go through. There's hundreds or thousands of people in line. All those little pieces of us go into that.
Calhoun Warhawks, we've had a good time hearing your pitch. Now it's time to see if you can really do this.
There's power in manufacturing. Right on.
Man, it made me proud to be a tradesperson, and hearing the next generation speak about the things that we do and the things that they do with such pride and, such passion. It was amazing. All right, so let's hear a little bit about you guys' design.
All right, so coming into this competition, we really wanted to showcase our design abilities.
When we came up with our ideas, all 4 of us made designs for this turbine. Out of all of those designs, we came up with the idea that, oh, this aerospace design isn't gonna work. Let's go to agricultural. So we came up with the Pelton turbine, which is a much more efficient open air design.
How important is the weld to the overall functionality of this part?
If you have bad welds on the inside, you'll get turbulent flow, which is the air bouncing around in there instead of laminate flow. And that helps, it messes with your flow pressures and everything coming out the end cycle of it too,
So the moment of truth is gonna be when that pressure
blowing.
vessel is submerged underwater.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, Yuba College, thank you. That was very insightful. Good luck going forward.
I was blown away to have them say, let's all split up, each come up with our own design. And then that tells you a lot about their willingness to kind of put themselves out there, try it, and recognize not everyone's gonna get theirs picked, and then realize, wait a minute here, let's go a whole other direction. I think that's pretty good.
The design for ours started off in my head as a Pelton wheel kind of design, which is what people use for water wheels. Once I started going through that, I kind of realized that's probably not what I wanted because just of how air acts differently from water. And then I came up with that one, which is almost like a squirrel cage. Once we get the first op done, flip it over on its side, and we're gonna actually part off that disc on the top, and then we'll glue it on once we're done with the rest of the impeller.
Taking the remnant stock that most people would throw in the recycle bin and trying to salvage a thin part out of that using glue. What's your plan if something goes wrong and you lose that washer?
We've cut 4 of those already. Luckily, they haven't gone south. The first one launched into the back of the machine, but the rest of them have been pretty good. They come out straight. The first one, not so much.
While it's innovative, it's the most dangerous because it's a very, very thin washer that they're gonna try to create. So that one, has great potential, but also probably the greatest risk.
At first, it was very intimidating pitching to these people who have been in the manufacturing business for a long time. These people know what they're talking about, so it's definitely worth listening to.
One of our main things was concentrating on after the power assist ended, from the top being powered by the air.
it seemed like a lot of people wanted to do propellers, or like that's their idea of what keeps spinning. But we wanted to keep it to where when it was going around, we didn't have anything after the air stops to drag it back. Because even though blades are great for, you know, planes and everything else that has constant wind flow, but once that wind flow stops, we have something that doesn't have a barrier to break the wind, so it can keep spinning. And that was kind of one of the things that we kept it flat for also.
So tell me about the age diversity on your team and how that has either helped or hindered.
It's pretty well even across the board. Whatever the old people can't catch up on, the younger generation comes in, steps on whatever we don't know. They give us their words of wisdom.
And that goes both ways because they have a lot of like things that they've learned over the years that I still haven't, and I learn plenty from them just as much as I teach them things. So it works both ways.
I started out in a shipyard at age 18. That to me is representation of real life America. It is diverse. There's no cookie cutter. I'm interested to see how it works out, and I'm excited for it.
Guys, I think that, you know, this team really embodies what this competition is about. You know, a school like this that doesn't have, you know, the top tier equipment and all of that can really use this prize money, you know, for themselves and also to get their program going.
Didn't sound like they had the chance to do as much testing, but look, kind of what I love about this team is this is also the real world. You don't always have access in industry to all the fancy equipment, or they seem like they put a lot of thought into it. They've got a good charisma.
I like their resilience. I like that they understand that they do have some challenges to overcome, and they're okay with that. They embrace it, and they're actually confident. I wish them luck.
They are definitely the underdog.
It was awesome to see all 4 different designs, especially around the topper.
They're so passionate, and I love to see that kind of fire.
I think that we still have a good shot because it's all about functionality and not just on presentation.
I definitely stumbled a little bit during the conversation, but overall, we had a sound design.
Even though some judges had some doubts, I think our design is pretty solid.
I think they were very much anticipating getting to see it and actually seeing it built in person.
I think they did a really good job in different ways saying, okay, does cost matter? Does complexity matter? Does efficiency of the design matter? Because ultimately this is a competition and we need to see who wins in these different arenas.
All right, well guys, you know, that was really exciting, but this is all theory at this point. This is paper, these are 3D models. Now we get to see if they can actually make these things and make them like they drew them. I can't wait to see it. I'm really excited. Let's go check them out. It's time to start machining. Teams have very little time and very little room for error to complete this whole process. So this setup part is very important. This could mean the difference between winning the competition and having to start over and being out of the running completely. Let's keep our eyes on every team and watch the setup process, because this could mean winning or going home with nothing. So they're setting up the environment inside of the machine. We gave them a set of tools that they can use and a set of holders, and they want to show the machine how far away from their piece of metal the tip of that tool is when it's sitting up in that machine.
Once we're on there and we're doing what we can, we're running the machine for the second time we've ever touched a 5-axis machine. So it's like, when we get in there, that's the only time we have to prove out. So when we go in there, we're going all the way in.
I think we have a good standing in finishing our machined part first.
You can't do it on your own, but you need to be able to keep your strategies kind of hidden.
Tomorrow we start welding, so I'm putting a lot of our trust into Chris. He's a very good welder. We've never even tested it. All we have is just a program to simulate it on, but we are finally getting to see the actual thing come to life, and I can't wait for that.
Hey everybody, stop what you're doing. Please gather around.
All of a sudden, as this representative from the company walks in, he tells us to stop what we're doing.
I would say it's safe to bet that everyone was a little taken back. Me and Connor were like, oh crap, well what's gonna happen?
Okay, everything is about to change. Please meet me in the hangar.
We have no idea what to expect at this point.
Clash of Trades is really, throwing us curveballs every minute, having us think on our feet. Unexpected things are happening.
The action continues next time on Clash of Trades. Tune into episode 2 to see who wins that $100,000 grand prize.
we're just ready to keep going.
That's obviously not good. We're not off to a good start.
In a real world scenario, it means life or death.
Follow, like, and subscribe. Project MFG on all the socials.